The leap has already taken place. You remember that moment clearly. The deep meditation, the visualization, so intense a tear slipped down your face. The undeniable certainty that surged through every cell of your body like a live current. The intention was released with the force of 1,000 suns. You felt it. You felt the shift, the snap in the fabric of reality, the cosmic mechanism rotating in your favor. In that sacred instant, you knew, beyond logic, beyond doubt, that everything had changed. And then came the silence. A crushing, disorienting silence from your three-dimensional world. You open your eyes and the same ceiling stared back. The same furniture remained. The same bills sat on the table. The same notification appeared on your phone about a situation you were sure you had already transcended. That luminous moment of certainty begins to fade, feeling more like a distant dream, a hope-induced illusion. Doubt creeps in like a cold mist. Did I imagine all this? Why hasn't anything changed externally? Was it just another beautiful spiritual exercise with no real impact? Am I simply not powerful enough? This pain, this quiet ache of this frustration of touching the finish line with your soul, only to open your eyes and still see yourself standing at the start. I know this pain. It is the loneliest pain on the spiritual path because it feels like it invalidates your deepest connection with the universe. It carries the fear that, in the end, you were just speaking into empty space. But what if I told you this silence, this unsettling stillness, this apparent lack of movement, is not a sign of failure? What if I told you it is the exact opposite? What if this feeling of strangeness, of disorientation, of no longer feeling fully at home in your own life is the clearest symptom, the undeniable proof, that your success was so profound that your consciousness is already moved while your physical world is still packing its bags? You are experiencing what I call the static between realities. Imagine you spent your entire life listening to one radio station. The music was familiar, predictable, even if you didn't enjoy it. You knew every crackle, every commercial, every jingle. It was your reality. Then, through an act of pure will, you turned the dial. You found a new frequency, a new song, a symphony that resonates with your soul. For a moment, you heard it with perfect clarity. Now, as you move through your days, it feels like both stations are playing at once. You hear the echoes of the old melody, the old thought loops, recurring fears, familiar circumstances. But beneath it all, almost too subtle to describe, you feel the vibration of the new music. There's a sense of unfamiliarity, a loss of resonance with what once felt normal. Conversations feel shallow. Old ambitions lose their glow. You feel slightly displaced, like a ghost walking through your own past story, because a part of you no longer lives there. This confusion, this dissonance, this static, it is not an error. It is not proof that you fail to lock onto the new frequency. It is proof that you are positioned perfectly between the two. The transition is real and already in motion. Your old reality has not fully dissolved, and the new one has not yet solidified into form. You are in the corridor, the liminal space, the sacred vacuum between what was and what will be. Have you ever felt like you're living between two worlds? One foot in a reality you know you've outgrown, and the other in a future that hasn't quite crystallized yet. This feeling, this static, this gentle disorientation, has a name. It is the evidence you were searching for. It is the signature of the shift. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to teach you how to read the signature. I will show you how the static you've been interpreting as failure is actually the sound of your new reality loading, the echo of your quantum victory rippling through time and space to reach you. You didn't imagine anything. You didn't fail. You succeeded so deeply that the change occurred first at the most fundamental level, the causal level. This confusion is simply your nervous system and your three-dimensional perception recalibrating to the scale of what you've just accomplished. The proof is not found in external circumstances. The proof is this internal strangeness you are feeling right now. Comment, I am in transition. If you recognize yourself in this liminal phase, this static between realities, the sense of being slightly unmoored, it is not evidence that your connection failed. It is the sound of the download. It is proof that your consciousness moved faster than matter can currently follow. To truly understand this, You must release the linear logic of the 3D world and step into the physics of your own divinity. And to do that, we return to our central metaphor, the lag of the physical matrix. Imagine you're a player inside an ultra, high-definition virtual reality game, so advanced, so immersive, that it's indistinguishable from life itself. Your consciousness is a controller. Your intention is a command you transmit to the universe's quantum supercomputer. In a moment of absolute clarity and power, you issue the command to jump to a new timeline, a new level of the game with different settings, new characters, and entirely new rules of engagement. At the code level, on etheric and quantum planes, the change was instantaneous. Your energetic signature, your player file, was immediately migrated to the new server. The command was received. The command was executed. But what about the screen? What about what your 5 senses are still showing you? That's where the lag appears. The world around you, physical reality, is the graphic rendering of this game. It is the densest, heaviest layer, requiring immense energy to reconfigure. The trees, the buildings, the unpaid bills, the interactions with other people. These are all pixels of infinite complexity. When you issue the command to change worlds, your consciousness moves at the speed of thought, which is instant. But the physical matrix, by its very nature, is dense, and density creates delay. It needs time to de-render the old landscape and render the new scene around you. This isn't mystical. It's the principle of energetic coherence. Energy follows consciousness, but dense energy carries inertia. It's like steering an ocean liner in the open sea. The captain turns the wheel instantly, but the massive ship takes time to respond and alter its course. Your consciousness is the captain. Your three-dimensional reality is the ocean liner, the phase where the wheel has already been turned, yet the ship still appears to be moving in the old direction. That is exactly where you are now. This is a transition window, the liminal zone where the command has been issued but the physical environment has not yet fully aligned. Your frustration comes from expecting an ocean liner to turn like a speedboat. From a quantum perspective, what occurred is even more profound. Every possible version of your life exists as a wave of potential within the quantum field. Through your state of being, your vibrational frequency, and your focused awareness, you, the observer, select and collapse one of those waves into particle form, into lived reality. You did this in your moment of powerful intention. You withdrew your observation from the old timeline and collapsed a new probability wave into existence. Your future self, already living inside this new reality, became a mathematical certainty in the field. But the particles that compose your world, the atoms of your home, your body, your finances, were still out of habit, resonating with the old matrix. Now they have entered a compulsory phase of realignment. They are literally reorganizing themselves to match the new blueprint you activated. This process of reorganization is what you experience as time, as waiting, as silence. And it is here that we define the most important concept for you right now. The strangeness you feel, the dissonance, the subtle glitches, the calm inside the chaos, the emotional detachment. None of these are indicators of failure. They are the signature of the shift. The signature of the shift is a collection of energetic and psychological phenomena that arise during the rendering lag. It is the evidence that your internal operating system has already been updated while the external world is still running the old version moments before a forced reboot. It is undeniable proof that the command was successfully issued and that your new reality is actively loading. Think about it. If the leap had never occurred, you would feel perfectly comfortable in your old life. The drama would feel logical. The limitations would feel normal. The resonance would be complete. The fact that you now feel like a stranger in your own experience, the fact that the old structures no longer make sense, is proof that you no longer belong to that frequency. What you are witnessing now are not failures. They are echoes, residual images, the fading holograms of a timeline that is already dissolving. You have already left at the level of consciousness. You are observing the remnants of a reality that is no longer being processed as your present moment. This is why doubt appears. You look outward and see the same scenery, and your logical mind, trained in the three-dimensional model of immediate cause and effect, concludes that nothing has changed. But your soul, your intuition, knows better. It senses a new reality pulsing quietly beneath the surface of the old one. The static you feel is the interference between these two versions of reality, and it exists only because the new version has already been activated and is coming online. What echoes of your old reality do you still notice, even while knowing internally that you no longer belong there? It might be an outdated thought pattern that rises up, and instead of identify with it, you observe it from a distance, as if it no longer belongs to you. It could be a person or a situation attempting to pull you back into an old emotional loop, and you realize there is no charge anymore. You don't react, you witness. These echoes are not evidence that you are stuck. They are markers along the path, showing you how far you've already come. They are the final frames of the old scenery, dissolving as the scene changes. The clarity I want you to reach now is simple but absolute. Stop searching for proof of your success in the external world. The external world is always the last to respond. It is the effect, never the cause. You are the cause. The proof of your success is not the arrival of the manifestation itself. The proof is your altered resonance with the world around you. The proof is the signature of the shift. The rendering is underway. It is no longer a question of if, only when. Your role now is not to force the rendering, but to maintain a stable connection to the new server, to the new frequency, trusting that the landscape is being drawn for you exactly as you commanded it. Share in the comments what primary rendering you are now awaiting with confidence. Declare to the universe that you understand the process, that you are no longer operating from doubt, but from divine anticipation, watching your masterpiece take form. The reason you believe your quantum leap failed is simple. You were looking the wrong direction. You were searching for dramatic confirmation. The approval email, the dream home suddenly listed, the message from a specific person. You expected the universe to deliver a sealed package to your door, proving that your order for a new reality had been received. But the universe does not function through linear proof. It operates through resonance and echo. The true evidence of success is not the event itself. It is the fingerprints your future self, already living that reality, leaves behind on the fabric of time. You are not searching for the new house. You are learning how to read the fingerprint of the version of you who already lives inside it. And that fingerprint is internal, subtle, and deeply counterintuitive. The first and most powerful sign of the signature of the shift is this: calm within chaos. Suddenly, in situations that would once have triggered panic, you feel nothing. A strange, almost otherworldly stillness settles in. The external world may be loud. The three-dimensional circumstances may even appear worse than before. Yet, at your core, there is silence. This is not apathy. It is not surrender. It is a peace that defies logic, a bodily certainty whispering, "This no longer matters. This is already resolved." This calm is proof that your nervous system has already synchronized with the timeline where the solution exists. Your energetic body is registering the vibration of the final outcome, even while your eyes still perceive the problem. Your nervous system has arrived in the future ahead of your physical circumstances. This inexplicable peace is the clearest fingerprint your future self can leave for you. It is your own consciousness, already anchored in the new reality, gently saying, "Relax, I'm already here. The path is secure." The second signature, perhaps the most unsettling, is sudden detachment. People, situations, and dramas that once consumed your mental and emotional energy now feel distant, muted, almost irrelevant. Conversations that once felt essential now dissolve into background noise. Habits that once defined who you will lose their taste, their pull. Relationships that used to feel foundational may begin to feel unfamiliar, as though you're suddenly speaking entirely different languages. This can be unsettling. You might question whether you're becoming cold, detached, or even depressed. But the truth is far deeper than that. You are not losing interest. You are losing resonance. Your core frequency has shifted so dramatically that you can no longer tune into the lower vibration stations of your past. This is an emotional withdrawal. It's energetic incompatibility. Your soul has already packed its belongings and relocated to a new vibrational neighborhood. Now it simply looks back at the old one from a distance, with no desire to return to those familiar yet constraining streets. What if every moment of disinterest, every sense of strangeness wasn't apathy at all, but proof that your soul has already changed its address. The third signature is one of the most misunderstood, broken synchronicities. You begin noticing the numbers, the symbols, the feathers, the repeating sequences: 1111, 2222, 444. At first, excitement rises. This is a sign, you think, but then nothing happens. The outcome you link to the sign doesn't appear. The synchronicity feels empty, almost like a false promise. This is where the paradigm shifts. You've been interpreting these signs as a finish line, when in truth, they are mile markers along the road. Seeing 1111 doesn't mean your manifestation will arrive at 1112. It means the universe is flashing a message on your internal dashboard. New timeline coordinates received and confirmed. Recalculating three-dimensional route. Maintain current frequency. These synchronicities are not guarantees of immediate outcomes. They are confirmations of direction. They are trail markers, not destinations. Each time you notice one, it isn't an invitation to wait for something to happen. It's an acknowledgement that you are holding the correct state of being. They are echoes from your new reality, reminding you that you are aligned, even while the scenery around you still appears unchanged. The fourth signature, the most subtle and ethereal, is memory glitches. You may find yourself blending dreams with waking life. You hold vivid memories of conversations that never occurred in the physical world. Or, on the other side, events that clearly happened in your past begin to feel distant and unreal, as though they belong to someone else in old film. This is not a sign that something is wrong with you. It is evidence that your consciousness has become fluid enough to operate between timelines. You are momentarily flickering between the old matrix and the new one. Dreams and reality begin to blur, because at the quantum level, there is no true separation between them. Both are fields of possibility that your consciousness is exploring. These glitches are proof that you are no longer rigidly anchored to a single solid timeline. You have become quantum. The calm and the chaos, the sudden detachment, the broken synchronicities, the memory glitches, these are not anomalies. This is not failure. This is the signature of the shift. It is the undeniable proof that the most profound change has not only begun, but has already been completed within you. You were searching for a seismic event in the outside world, when the real transformation was a silent, profound recalibration of your own soul. The success was never out there. It is pulsing within you at this very moment, disguised as strangeness and inner peace. Click like if you just realized you've been overlooking the true evidence of your success. We've discussed the theory. We've examined the mechanism. But knowledge that isn't embodied is just rumor. Your mind understands the map now, but it is your soul that must traverse the terrain. So for a moment, I invite you to stop everything. If it's safe, close your eyes. If not, soften your gaze and turn your awareness inward. Take a deep breath with me. Inhale infinite potential. Exhale any trace of doubt. Once more. Inhale the truth you are about to feel and exhale the illusion of waiting. Now, bring to your awareness, without judgment, the frequency of your old timeline, the reality you worked so hard to transcend. Don't visualize events, just feel its vibration. Sense the familiar weight on your shoulders, the texture of limitation, the heaviness of the stories you once told yourself. It is a known frequency. To some degree, it felt safe. Acknowledge this energy for a moment. It is not your enemy. It was a teacher, a protective shell that has now become too small for your expanding soul. See this frequency as a color, perhaps a dull gray or deep, heavy blue, enveloping you. And now, with deep gratitude in your heart, thank it. Thank it for every lesson, for protection, for bringing you to this exact point of power, this moment of transition. Then, with a long, gentle exhale, feel this color, this density, gently dissolve. Let it fade naturally, not with force, but with the release of something that has already fulfilled its purpose. You are not destroying it. You are honoring it and bidding it farewell. You are free. In the silence that remains, bring your attention to the center of your chest, your heart space. Inside, there is a light. It may be just a spark, a subtle glow. It doesn't matter. This light is the seed of your new reality. It is the frequency of your already completed manifestation. It is a vibration of the you who already possesses everything you desired. Place your hand over your heart if you feel called, and focus on this light. With each inhale, see it grow brighter, warmer. With every heartbeat, feel it pulse, sending waves of your new frequency to every cell of your body. What do you feel here? Lightness, expansion, a part your mind cannot explain, a silent, unshakable certainty that whispers, "It is done." Allow this feeling to expand. Let it fill your chest, flow down your arms, rise through your neck, and illuminate your mind. Feel it travel down your legs, grounding you to the earth. You are no longer reaching for this frequency. You are no longer visualizing it. You are this frequency, this feeling. The inexplicable peace, the lightness, the certainty is the signature of a shift. It is not a number on a street corner. It is not a feather along your path. It is your own internal resonance. It is a living, vibrating proof within your body that the shift has already occurred. You did it. You are already there at this very moment. You are tuned to the radio station of your new timeline. The outside world is merely the echo of the past. This is a now. Breathe deeply, letting this truth settle into every atom of your being. This is your new natural state. This is your new vibrational home. Stay here for another moment. Memorize the sensation. Etch it into your cellular memory. Now, slowly, when you feel ready, bring your awareness back into your body, back into the space around you. Open your eyes. What single word best describes the physical and emotional feeling of the timeline you just accessed? Find that word. It might be peace, freedom, certainty, flow, love, joy. Whatever it is, that word is your tuning key. Anchor this new reality. Make it tangible in the three-dimensional world right now. Comment below, "My new frequency is," and complete the sentence with the word you felt. This is not just a comment. It is a decree. It is a declaration to the universe and to yourself that you are no longer waiting for a sign. You have become the sign. You felt it. The lightness, the expansion, the unshakable certainty pulsing through every cell of your body. In that moment of pure attunement, your new reality was not a hope. It was a fact. And then you open your eyes. The room looks the same. The bills are still there. The old story still whispers in the corners of your mind, a stubborn ghost that refuses to disappear. And it is here, in this precise gap between internal certainty and external proof, that the real work begins. This is where most people collapse back into doubt. This is where you step into mastery. Your role has fundamentally changed. You are no longer the manifester who tries, who asks, who waits. That identity dissolved the moment you leaped. Your new role, your new sacred title, is guardian of the frequency. Think about it. A guardian does not build the castle. A guardian protects the treasure that already exists within it. Your task is no longer to make the leap happen. Your task is to hold the signal of the new reality that already occurred on the quantum plane, protecting this delicate yet powerful frequency until it gains enough density to crystallize fully in your physical world. The lag of the physical matrix is not your enemy. It is your training ground. And these are your tools, the disciplines of the guardian. The first and most critical is selective focus. Your attention is the most valuable currency in the universe. It is a projector's light that determines which film plays on the screen of your life. Right now, two reels are available, your old timeline and your new one. The three-dimensional world, out of habit, will continue projecting the old film. The same characters appear, the same settings repeat, the same plots unfold, and your brain, trained to hunt for evidence, will shout, "See? Nothing has changed." The guardian of the frequency knows this is an illusion, an echo, a mirage. Your responsibility is to consciously, and sometimes ruthlessly, withdraw your attention from the old film. When evidence of lack shows up, you observe it without judgment and say internally, "This is an artifact of the old timeline. I see it, but I do not energize it." You don't fight it. You don't angrily deny it. You simply shift your focus, the way you would change the radio station when only static is playing. Then you immediately place your attention, your feelings, your thoughts, on evidence of a new reality, no matter how subtle. The peace you touched in meditation, return to it. The broken synchronicity that made you smile, be grateful for it. The calm you felt in the middle of chaos, anchor into it. Where your attention goes, reality hardens. The second discipline is the information diet. A true guardian does not allow just anyone into the vault. In the same way, you can no longer allow just any information into your vibrational field. You are protecting the incubator of your new reality, and it is sensitive to vibrational contamination. This means taking deliberate control over what you consume. News designed to trigger fear and scarcity belongs to the old timeline. Conversations that revolve around complaint and victimhood, old frequency. Social media that leaves you feeling inadequate or behind, old frequency. Guardianship requires discipline. This is not isolation. It is sacred curation. Replace the news with music that lifts your soul. Exchange complaining conversations for ideas that expand your awareness. Mute or unfollow what drains you. Actively follow voices that already live in the frequency you are stabilizing. You are building a vibrational cocoon. You are telling the universe, my attention and energy are too valuable to be spent on what I've already outgrown. I nourish myself only with what feeds a reality that is already mine. The third and most powerful discipline is aligned action. Energy follows attention, but matter responds to action. To collapse the lag and accelerate the rendering of your new reality, you must give a matrix an unmistakable signal that the change is already real for you. And that signal is action. Not the frantic, forceful action to try and make something happen, but the calm, precise, confident action of someone who has already arrived. This is what it means to live from the end. If you have manifested a thriving new business, what is one small action the CEO of that company would take today? Maybe they would purchase a book on leadership. Maybe they would secure the domain name. Maybe they would simply organize their workspace with clarity and intention. If you have manifested a deep, authentic love, how would a version of you already living that love behave today? Maybe they would buy an extra coffee mug. Maybe they would clear space in the closet. Maybe they would treat their own body with the care and devotion they wish to receive. These are not actions taken to get something. They are declarations. Each small, aligned action is a vote of confidence cast in favor of the unseen reality. It is a powerful signal sent to your subconscious and the quantum field that says, the waiting is over. I am this person now. Your identity has already shifted. You are no longer the one staring at the mountain, hoping to someday reach the summit. You are already standing at the top, breathing the thin air, taking an expansive view, now simply learning how to stabilize yourself at this new altitude. The question inside you quietly transforms. It is no longer when will it happen? It becomes, how do I embody and maintain this truth today? You're no longer begging for change. You are stabilizing a change that has already occurred. So ask yourself now, what is the very first action, no matter how small, you can take today as if your manifestation were already a completed fact? Let it rise. Feel its energy, not the big action that overwhelms you, but the subtle one that anchors you. The action that makes you smile because it feels like a private agreement between you and the universe. A quiet wink shared with your new reality. Now seal it. Turn intention into decree. Comment with your commitment. Today I will, and complete the sentence. This seals your new identity as a guardian of the frequency. Take a deep breath. Feel the stillness settle in. The static between realities has finally quieted. What once sounded like confusion is now the silence of certainty. Look back, just for a moment, at the version of you who began this journey minutes ago, the one living in uncertainty, questioning whether all the inner work had been meaningless, the one who felt dissonance, detachment, and that strange calm in chaos, and feared these sensations meant failure or emotional numbness. That version of you no longer exists. You have crossed from doubt into certainty. You have moved from being a passive observer, waiting for the three-dimensional world to grant you permission to believe, in the role of an active guardian of the frequency. You have learned to read the subtle calligraphy of a universe, to understand the whispers of your new reality before they ever become loud enough to demand attention. You no longer require external proof. You have become the proof. Your peace is the evidence. Your detachment is the evidence. Your new internal resonance is a final, undeniable confirmation that the quantum leap is not approaching. It is complete. But I need you to understand something with absolute clarity. Recognizing the signature of the shift is not the finish line. It is the crack of the starting gun. You have not reached the end of the manifestation journey. You have arrived at the true beginning. Ground zero of conscious mastery. Everything up to this moment has been the tutorial. It was a training phase designed to calibrate your inner navigation system, to teach you how to distinguish true signal from background noise. Now, and only now, the real game begins. Because stabilizing in your new timeline is not a place to rest. It is a launch pad, a platform for leaps that are bigger, faster, and far more audacious than anything you once believed possible. Think about it. If you were able to move from one reality to another purely through your internal state, what could possibly stop you from doing it again? And again, this time with precision, intention, and speed? The paradigm you are leaving behind was one of tuning. You were like someone searching for a radio station, slowly turning the dial, enduring static, hoping to stumble upon the frequency that matched your desire. You searched, you waited, you endured interference, and eventually, through persistence and luck, you found the music. That paradigm is over. The new paradigm, the one you are stepping into now, is fundamentally different. You are no longer searching for the station. You have become the composer. You are no longer trying to find the music. You are learning how to write the score. The metaphor shifts from tuning to symphony. A cosmic symphony where every note, every harmony, every crescendo is authored by your own consciousness. At this level of creation, you don't simply jump to another timeline. You begin to orchestrate them. You learn to merge multiple timelines, extracting the most refined elements from infinite potentials, composing a reality more expansive and elegant than any single timeline could offer on its own. You are no longer a traveler moving through time. You become a time architect. This is the next tier of the game. It is no longer about I want to manifest a new house. It becomes what is the exact frequency of home I wish to compose, and which element from infinite versions of home can I harmonize to create an experience that transcends the very definition of a house. It is no longer I want to find a partner. It becomes what symphony of love, growth, intimacy, and evolution do I choose to conduct into existence? The stabilization you feel now, this peace, this grounded certainty, is the fertile soil from which these creations can grow. You needed this foundation. You needed to know, beyond all doubt, that your consciousness is a causal force. Now that truth has been validated through experience, not belief. So I ask you, from this new plateau of power and awareness, now that you know the leap has already happened, what even more audacious reality do you allow yourself to design from this new starting point? Do not limit yourself to what you once wanted. That desire belonged to a version of you that still questioned their power. You are not that version anymore. You operate from certainty now. So what is the version of you who knows she is the creative force of her universe dare to desire? What symphony does she long to compose? What you learned here was how to read the signature of a reality you selected. The next step is learning how to sign your name across the fabric of the cosmos, declaring the realities you command into existence. This is a transition from reader to author, from observer to source. If you are ready to learn how to consciously compose the symphonies of your reality, subscribe and turn on notifications. Our next broadcast is on the architecture of conscious manifestation.